So we get about with eFIXX. We're at an unfamiliar location today, Joe. Where are we
We've
at?
travelled all the way to exotic Tresham College, where we both started our teaching careers.
So we're here today to see the NICEIC, eIC and elecsa because they're holding what at this location?
They're holding the National Apprentice of the Year Award, so they're trying to find the best apprentice in the UK.
We're at stage 2, so stage 2 must mean it's time to get a toolbox out, Joe.
Absolutely not. Stage 2 is a written assessment. So they've already done an online multiple choice exam, and we've selected from there the very best of those learners, and now they're doing a written exam. So not until you get to the final do you start doing any practical. Why do we like that?
Well, it's all about the mind with us electricians.
Absolutely.
So we've gone through a multi-choice exam. We're now looking at design elements in order that we can get to the final being held at the Belfry, where we actually get to pick up a toolbox. But even then, there's a technical interview you have to go through.
Absolutely.
They're rigorously trying to find the best apprentice in the country, and that's what the NICEIC, eIC and elecsa are all about today.
Absolutely. Not only do you need to do your stuff, you need to know your stuff. So I think we get inside and see what's going on. Okay, Gary, so we've come inside the building now, and just down the corridor here from us, in the boardroom behind us, we're having to whisper because we don't want to disturb anyone, but what's going on in there, Gaz?
The 9 people that selected this as their location, so they're happening all up and down the country, they chose to come to here at Tresham College, are undertaking a 2-hour written paper to see if they can get through to that final.
Absolutely. Now, the temptation is to go wading in, maybe have a chat with a couple of them, see how they're getting on, but I don't think we'd be thanked for that. So I think what we'll do is wait till they finish, and then maybe we'll have a little chat with Jake down in the workshop, Gary.
Sounds good. So we've just come downstairs, me and Jake, from a very pressured situation. What's going on upstairs, Jake?
So some of the learners and some of the apprentices upstairs, they're going through stage 2 of the Apprentice of the Year competition. So big day for them in terms of what they could potentially achieve, but seem like they're getting on pretty well.
So stage 2, the successful people, how many will be successful from stage 2?
The top 20% got entered into stage 2, so it was around about 200 candidates went through. We're going to be going all across the country, delivering them stage 2s, and then from that they'll be whittled down to 8 finalists.
So the people I saw in the room, 1 or 8 of those, there was 8 in the room, could all end up being in the final. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. So we at the moment we're not doing it by regional geographical locations. It's more about the apprentice themselves, making sure that even if they come from the same college as one of the other finalists, they're still there on merit.
Okay, so we like that. So 8 people make the final. Okay, we met Richard Bradley last year, who happened to go on and win the NICEIC, eIC and elecsa's Apprentice of the Year competition. Can you give me a little update what Richard's up to?
So Richard's completed his apprenticeship. He's now looking at having his own business. I know he's in the process of doing that, so he's doing really well. He's doing a lot of social media work. He's trying to get his name out there, his brand. So for anyone that's actually thinking about pushing it, social media is a perfect way, is a perfect example of doing that.
So he used the springboard off winning the competition to almost set himself up. He's massive on Twitter. I see him all the time on Twitter.
I mean, and that goes for all the other finalists and all the other people that have won it. You know, they need to make the most of this opportunity, especially when they're getting through to the final, and obviously potentially winning it. So they need to make. I think you just need to put in that little bit more work from that point there, and then elevate yourself up to a level.
And from my point of view, I'd be saying to my learners, anyone who got through to stage 2, I'd put that on my CV anyhow.
Yeah.
You know, I made stage 2. I got from 1,000 people down to say 100 people in order to get through that competition. It's really good. So the rest of the people, so there'll be other students out there, apprentices watching this, thinking, is there anything the NIC offer me as a student? We know they offered membership as obviously adults. Is there any student memberships?
So we do. We have a student membership out there. So if any of you that are watching this video would like to join the student membership, it's free. It's completely free. So you can go onto our website, NICEIC.com, click on the Join Us section, and then there's a student membership part there.
Okay, so I go on there, I input my details, I give my email address up and that. Is anything in it for me?
Just before you go on to what's in it for you, just need to make sure that you're enrolled on a college course, and you would have to provide some sort of evidence, whether that be your learning lanyard or whether that be the course details itself with your name on top of it.
So as a student, I've gone through that process, I put all my details in. Are you going to send me anything nice in the post?
We are indeed. There's always nice to haves, isn't there? So there'll be a big selection box with pads, pens, rulers, tape measures, some pocket guides as well are going to be in there. So for any of you learners that already have the pocket guides, you know, it's always nice to have 2 sets because they're getting pretty hard to come by at the moment.
They are. 1 set for college, 1 set for the workshop, I would suggest. Yeah. So it's really good. So with that developing on, I've heard a little whisper that actually you're going to open that and maybe some more content in the future for the
so
element?
it's always evolving. We're sort of now moving it to the next level for all of you guys really to sort of replicate some of the stuff that you're doing with your bits and pieces, Gaz. We're going to add more and more content is what I'm saying basically, so it's going to be bigger and better month on month.
Yeah, so register now. So let's say I do register, I put all my details in, I get my free box through. Next year, the Apprentice of the Year competition comes up again from the NIC. Will I be notified that registration is open?
Yeah, we're going to be notifying you, and the reason that we're going to be doing it that way is if you're already on the student scheme, of course, we'd like to have you enter, but we're trying to open it a little bit earlier this year, so please do keep an eye open for that notification that comes out either via the student membership or any of the social media channels that we have as NICEIC, eFIXX and Alexa.
So we're thinking sort of the summertime 2020 for opening it up for next year?
Yeah, so I think this time was around about September, October. We're just going to drag it forward a little bit just to give people that little bit more opportunity to be able to go out there and, you know, spend some time researching and then carrying out stage one.
So we hope from an eFIXX point of view that we can carry this journey on. We'd hope we'd get to the final. We'd hopefully see the winner in the Belfry like we did last year with Richard Bradley. And if we do get that opportunity, we'll keep you updated on the channel. But until then, thank you very much for your time, Jake.
That's all right.
Cheers, mate.